Today I'm going to share with you the secret of PvP that less people talk about it. If you master this one, I can guarantee you can way ahead of other players. Stamina and vitality is the main resources in PvP. In every move, every PvP combo should consider your current resources like stamina you have or vitality you currently have, and a lot of the PvP fancy combo in a long chain like Q, Q, dash, dash, like attacks. They're so complicated, but is this combo really practical when you have low stamina? Or when you have plenty of vitality but did not utilize them and keep only using stamina-driven combo while your vitality is full? So your playstyle and combo should always follow the vitality and stamina you have at real times, at current real time. So at the end of the video, I will share you a secret tips that's not very secret, so which is to use your block and parry skill to save your stamina and prepare for a huge attack to use your stamina-driven combo to close the games. Because PvP is not keep attacking like a madman, so always plan for your resources and deliver surprise deadly attacks. It is a Mayan. So today I'm going to use this Hangzhou Championship build used by the top PvP players who win the Hangzhou Championships, and which is the strategic sword and nameless spear, to demonstrate the secret of the efficient use of resources in PvP. And this build is super versatile. There's thousands of combo and playstyle used by the top PvP player. But today, I will use the most simple and beginner-friendly combo, which is the easiest combo to best demonstrate this tactics. And I'm not the top tier PvP players because my hand is slower than you, but I used 3 hours to understand this one. Definitely you can do a lot of me and faster than me. So let's go. But before we go, let me find my chair and sit down. I'm going to explain over the TV here. So just one moment. Wait, move here. So for this build, the top tier PvP mainly stick around these 3 concepts. So the first combo is the stamina driven combo, which is to loop your out skill, this one, and your dash skill, because your out skill charge toward the enemy, like this one, then your dash skill jump backwards. So you need to charge forward and jump backward always. You notice that the cooldown of these 2 skills is only 1 second. So this 1 second, and this is also 1 second. So the bottleneck of these 2 skills is your stamina, not your cooldown. So this is a stamina-driven combo. So as long as you have stamina, your opponent will constantly being stunned by looping this out charge skill and also your dash skill. So the best to use this one is after your Serene Breeze, because you keep your full stamina. You can keep looping this dash skill and out skill unlimited until your stamina is finished, because it has 1 second cooldown. You can keep looping these 2 skills. So this is the stamina driven combo. Then the second one is your vitality driven combo, which is your spear skill, because your spear can stun your opponent. So this is the most important for your spear skill. So after you use your Q skill, spear skill to stun your opponents, so you oftentimes you can switch to your Dragon Breath, then combine with your Dragon Poet to ignite the fire. There's 2 super important tips for this combo. The first is to make sure you drink with the Dragon Poet first, to have this icon first before you stun your opponents, because this will greatly cut down the animation for your fire breath. So you always need to keep track of these icons to make sure you always drink with your Dragon Poet before you use your fire breath and before you use your stun skill. So for this vitality driven combo, if you are low in stamina, always use this one, because you want to save your stamina for later huge combo. Like the first stamina driven combo, you have to save for this one. This is to play with your PvP pacings. Because your stamina is low, you can always use your vitality driven combo to keep the pacing to apply the pressure. So you can use this stun skill and fire breath and dragon poet to buy time for opportunity for you to regain your stamina and find the opportunity to deliver your stamina-driven combo for a huge deadly attack. The third one is your charge skill. So this is also stamina-driven combo, which is to charge toward the opponent with your R charge skill. You need to hold out longer to charge to the opponents, but after charging, you can press R again to further jump ahead. Then you can also sometimes combine with your talent strike to jump further to the opponents, so the distance is very far. But this consumes a lot of the stamina, because a lot of time you need to try and error for your dash forward. You might not able to dash all the time, so this is very stamina consuming in try and error to jump, to dash forward to the opponents. Because sometimes when you dash, you might fail, so you need to keep the stamina for your multiple trial to make sure you reach the opponent with your R skill and deliver your next combo. So now you know your stamina is very useful. You need to use for your long chance combo. So you also need for your dash skill. So your stamina will always in the bottleneck. So it comes to the point that how to save your stamina in the PvP game to play around your pacing. So the first tip is that don't do unnecessary dash. So don't do unnecessary shift and run around the stage. Only run when you are necessary. The second tip is always use block and move, blocking while moving here and there. Because blocking move doesn't consume your stamina, and you can easily block your opponent's grab stat and also block their meridian touch. Then the third one, let's say if you notice you are out of control, you keep running, so use your block skill to slow down and walk back to save your stamina. Because when you have zero stamina, you cannot charge to your opponent, you cannot apply your combo. So always keep stamina for better opportunity to either charge to your opponents or use a Searing Breeze, then last a long combo, the dash skill and R charge skill combo. The fourth tip is that wait for counter attacks. Wait for your opponents to attack you first, then counter with your Searing Breeze while your stamina is full to drive your full combo. Because if you use a Searing Breeze, you don't have to dash to your opponents. If you don't dash forward, you save a lot of stamina, so you don't use a short R dash skill. Save all your stamina for your stamina-driven combo to deliver the full combo as far as possible to launch a deadly and reduce equals again. But remember that your opponent also have Searing Breeze, so you might need to wait your opponent's Searing Breeze is in cold now, so to plan for your Searing Breeze in later stage. Then the fifth tip is that don't forget to use your parry E key to block the opponents, but this consumes a little bit of stamina and it reduces your opponent's key shield by a lot. Then later on you can use your exhausted execution attacks, which launch a massive powerful counter attack. So the next one, you can approach charge toward your opponent either using your stamina or use your vitality. Either one. Let's say your stamina is low, use a vitality to charge your opponents. If your vitality is low, use your stamina to charge to the opponents. So there is three types of charge skill for your stamina. Stamina-driven charge skill, which is your sword R skill. So which is your sword R skill. For example, you can use your charge R sword skill charge your opponents, then shift dodge one side, then use your mouse scroll to switch the weapons, then use a spear to stun your opponent from the sideway. This is a surprise attack. So this is a very good surprise attack because you charge your opponent sometimes may be using the block, but sometimes he may try to dodge or run away. Then you make another dodge to observe your opponent's movement first before you release your stun skill. So this greatly increases your stun rate by a lot because you don't direct stun. You dash forward and you observe your opponents whether they are blocking or they are running away. Then you use another dash skill to close to him, then they only deliver your stun skill. So this one you pause your stun skill, observe, then stun your opponents. So it gives you some space for you to think and observe your opponent's movement. Then after the spear stun, remember to use your fire breath and drunken poet. So remember to drink with your drunken poet first. So next one is the super long charge forward skill, which is using your sword R skill charge one time, then press R again to jump further forward, then continue with your talent strike. So this one will have a triple jump. So you jump with your initial R skill, then press R again to jump further forward, then use your talent strike to jump again. So this is a triple jump. This is super unpredictable and a super long distance jump. So next one is the cheating skill. You can cheat your dash skill by animation cut. For example, you use the R, then use the animation cut immediately. So this will not dash forwards to the enemies. So this will cheat a little bit your opponents. So this makes you a little bit unpredictable. So you have these three charge skill, make it a little bit unpredictable. So your opponent don't know when you want to use which charge skill. Sometimes you charge, dodge, and then stun. But sometimes you charge, use a talent strike to dash further forward. Then sometimes charge with your parry animation cut to cheat your opponents. So you have a lot of ways to do your charge skill, which makes you very unpredictable. Also, this R charge skill with the animation cut can force out your opponent's block skill. Because when you charge your opponents with your talent strike, your opponent need to block. Don't worry, you are doing the combo. But they don't. When you charge, you switch to the stun, your opponent is blocking. And the blocking is not working for the stun skill because your opponent cannot block the stun skill. And sometimes you also cheating the dash skill and to force the opponent to use the block and then observe the opponent, then charge again to do the stun skill. So there's a lot of combination for this one. So the other part is that when your stamina is low, you cannot charge to your opponent with your R skill, but there's a way to charge to your opponents with your vitality skill, which is your leaping torch and your talent strike. Both of these skills doesn't consume stamina. For example, you can use a leaping torch, the animation cut, then move forward and strike the opponents like this one. Or use the talent strike to jump forward, then apply your combo. So this tool doesn't consume stamina, but it consumes your vitality, and you also can charge to your opponents. Then always observe your stamina before you try to dash to your opponents. Because there's two cases. After you dash to your opponents, whether you still have the stamina or not, or you have to want to perform your vitality or driven combo. So for case number one, you dash toward the enemy, and then you have a lot of stamina after your dash skill. So you can do this. So after you dash to the opponents, you have a lot of stamina, use your Q 2 times, then R heavy strike 2 times, then dash, then charge your opponent, then dash again, then charge your opponent, then dash again, then charge your opponent to use up all this stamina. So let's say now my stamina is already 0. So this is how the stamina driven combo. So after you dash to your opponents, you want to observe your stamina. Okay, for the second case, after you dash, let's say if you found out that you are low in stamina, make sure you use the dash skill to run away. If you charge your opponents, there's no stamina, you can run away with your dash skill, then run away. So when you charge your opponents, your stamina is low, use the dash skill to run away like this one. Because you don't have enough stamina to do the full combo, so it's better to run away with your this dash skill. So because your dash skill needs a trial and error, so maybe sometimes you reach your opponents, you have a lot of stamina, then you can use the full chain combo. But sometimes your stamina is low after you charge to your opponents like this one. You charge to your opponents, so your stamina is low, then you cannot use the full skill, then you need to run away from your opponents. So always keep track on your this stamina bar. Case number 2, when you charge to the opponent and you are low in stamina, you can also switch to your spiral stun skill, then do the fire breath and drunken poet. For this one, you need to pre-drink with your drunken poet first. You can press number 2 to drink the drunken poet. You can see there's an icon here. So we are now in this stage. There's a 30 seconds. There's no need to drink again. So I'm stand by for your fire breath. So I charge the opponents, then dash, then switch to my spear skill, then stun from the sideway, then use the fire breath cut animation, then drunken poet. And you can run away after that if you had 0 stamina left. So this is the second part. So don't let your opponent know you are running out of stamina, so we can do these combinations. So that's why I'll share the full combo here. So there's 2 long combo you can use. The first one is that when your vitality is 1 and your stamina is full, you can, after you manage to stun your opponents, use a fire breath, cut animation, drunken poet 2 times, then switch to use that to switch to your sword, then Q 2 times, R 2 times, then dash away, charge the opponent, then dash away, charge the opponent until your stamina is finished. Okay, so this is the first long combo. The second long combo is that when you are running out of vitality, you can use your full Seminoles combo like this one. Charge your opponents, then use a Q, double R, 2 times, then dash away, then charge, dash away, then charge, dash away again, then charge the opponent. Until your stamina is finished, then run away. So this is basically the full combo. The optional you can use your leaping torch, then touch Q, then walk forward again. Then to do a light attack, you need to press the W. Actually, you walk 1 time, then use the light attack. So this is the alternative way to charge toward the opponents. Okay, because PvP is chaotic, you cannot use the full combos at every time. So make sure you observe your stamina's and observe your vitality. You always switch the combo in the midway when you have low stamina, or you can change your combo in the midway while you are using your stamina driven combo. Then you found out that you got no stamina, so you need to switch to your vitality, use the German poise and bio breath. So this is how the versatility of the PvP. So that's all about the videos. Thanks for watching, thanks for your support, and see you next time. Bye.